If you've got a body, then you're an athlete. Bill Bowerman, Nike co-founder. So, as a golf professional and as an avid surfer and as a human being, I've been asked by clients, by friends, what do I do regularly to keep my body moving? And I'm no Laird Hamilton, but I'll tell you what, this is a simple exercises that I do in my regular routine, probably minimum about 3 to 4 times a week. And these are low impact exercises because I'm just an average guy that has sore joints, bad knees, back sometimes goes out. So these are just some simple exercises to help you feel better, move better, and play better. The first one here is cat and cow. It's just stolen from yoga, but it's pretty much just about, getting your pelvic floor moving a little bit again in your thoracic spine. Generally good for your whole spine to get that moving in your pelvis. And then from there, do something called bird dogs, which is your opposite arm and opposite leg. And the quality of this movement here is more about, it's not how high you lift your leg up or how high you lift your arm up. It's more about, doing it without jeopardizing, without, swaying in your lower back. Keep your back in a neutral position so you feel it. So your glutes are lifting your leg and your stomach muscles are lifting your arm. Now it's time to get into a side prayer position here where we simply take our arms out to the side and we sit back, see if we can get your butt as close to your heels as possible. You'll feel a deep stretch in your upper back muscles. Hold that in deep breaths, 3 deep breaths to each side so you really feel a good stretch there. Deep breaths all the way down in your abdomen and just hold that stretch there. Feel the stretch on the side of your back muscles, upper back muscles. Great stretch. Now, from a plank position, do a controlled lowering of your body down to the floor. Stretch your arms out in front of you and lift your legs and your arms so you really get some extension in your lower back and your mid back. Get that feeling there. And every time you do a push-up, see if you can do a controlled plank push-up where your body's like a rigid plank. It's great stuff. Now we go into a downward facing dog, which is a yoga pose, but I want you to keep it for 30 seconds. And see if you can get your heels all the way down to the floor. And if you can't, do some little wiggles in your legs like I'm doing, trying to stretch those back of the legs out and see if you can't, see if you can lengthen your long muscles in the back of your body and just get a good stretch all the way through. And from here, we're going to go into, after 30 seconds of this pose, I want you to try and, come into a cobra pose, which is a really controlled movement here. And the cobra pose is kind of again stolen from yoga. It's a great stretch. See if you can hold it for 10 seconds. And from here, you're going to take one of your legs forward. Yes, like this. And I like to sit here for 10 seconds and really stretch my legs, but also my chest, push my chest up a little bit and get a good stretch in my body. And after holding this for 10 seconds, then I try and lift one arm up to the side and get my thoracic spine to rotate, my back of my upper body to rotate a little bit and hold for 10 seconds. And then I come down with that arm and try and raise the opposite side. And of course, you're going to do this bilateral. So once you've finished with this, you're going to go back up into a downward facing dog again and hold for another 30 seconds and then repeat down into the cobra pose and come forward with the opposite leg and repeat this movement. So from here, we're going to do a half kneeling stretch where you're pushing your hips forward, which is going to stretch your lower leg, the one that's on the knees on the ground there. It's going to stretch the front muscles, the psoas, the deep pelvic muscles here. It's going to be really stretching that. And from here, cross our arms across the opposite knee that's forward and see if you can tilt a little bit back, get some side bend going here. Great stretch in the psoas muscles. Again, the deep muscles in the pelvis, such incredibly, strong muscles that we need to keep, movement. We keep moving and keep them so they don't tighten up on you. It gives you terrible posture and it, deactivates your glutes. Now, with the next exercise, you're going to need a long band, so you can actually, I highly recommend if you don't have one, get one of these, invest in it, because we have another exercise later that I'll show you. I'll be using the same band here, and as you can see, I've got it locked under my hands and behind my knees, and now I'm raising my backside up, straightening my legs, and great exercise here. Now from here, we're going to do some deep groin exercises. Stretch those adductors and abductors, the muscles on the inside of your leg. Get them stretched out. They're incredibly important. Keep your balanced muscles in your glutes, and your lower back is going to be thanking you very much. So stretch these out, and as you stretch out your leg out to the side here, just trying to see if you can sit back with your butt towards your heel. So get a deep stretch there and hold for 10 seconds on each side. Now from here, we're going to go into a 90-90 stretch where we're actually creating an angle between our knee, our thigh, and our lower leg here, 90 degrees on each side, and then flip it over to the other side, get 90 degrees here. I want you to do these 10 times to each side. So it's a real awkward movement here, but it's incredibly important for your internal hip rotation and to loosen up some of those muscles in your pelvis and really get your body engaged again, so you're able to move more efficiently. Next up, side kicks. Lying on your side, take your upper knee down towards the ground and kick your leg up behind you. I want you to feel activation in your glute muscles. We're going to do 20 on each side. But before you do the other side, I want you to take your upper knee down towards the ground and do some open books where you take your upper arm and stretch your back muscles. Get that open up there. You can put a pillow under your head if you feel a little bit pain in your neck here, but just try and open up your chest. Get your upper arm to see if you can get it as close to the floor as possible, the ground as possible. Take some deep breaths, and every time you breathe out, I want you to see if you can get a little bit more range of movement. So hold for 3 seconds, maybe 3 deep breaths, or just really get some movement there. Now we're back on our side again, same side, and we're just going to do some leg lifts. And again, we're going to be activating the glutes. They've got a little bit of a break while we're doing our open books there with our chest. Now we're doing 20 of these on each side as well. So this is a great way to really get your activate the glutes. The glutes are the king of our bodies. They are the absolute royalty. So why would we not want to pay homage to them? Okay, now we're doing 10 push-ups. These are stand-up push-ups. See if you can get your chest as close to the ground as possible. If they're too difficult, maybe do elevated ones where you're doing it from an elevated position. Now off to doing some hip hikers. Yeah. So standing on an edge here, step, you can see if you can lower your leg up and down, raise it up and down, get those hips moving at 20 on each side. Great mobility exercise and strengthening exercise. Okay, so we're doing some calf raises, but before you do the calf raises, I want you to do some calf drops where you hold it for 20 seconds down. Okay, off to another exercise where we have this elastic band. You can see I've put it at knee height, I've stretched it out, and by stretching it, the band is pulling my leg towards it. So I have to engage my glutes. I have to engage all the muscles in my feet. Everything's activated to keep balance, and lifting that leg opposite over each side of that is key to that exercise. Another band here. This is fantastic to activate the glutes. If you're a golfer, if you're a human being, I want you to use this one around the lower leg, just under your knees, and try and see if you can get your side steps going here as I'm demonstrating, and the chest upper body is moving the opposite direction. So when I'm taking a step forward, my chest is moving the opposite direction. So this is very similar to a golf swing, but not just a golf swing, it's human movement patterns here, baby. So these are some great exercises that I hope are going to inspire you to be the best human you can be and to move your body, because let's face it, if you got a body, you've got to move it or you'll lose it.